I get a question a lot, and I go to client properties where they're planting a lot of perennials. And as we're driving the back roads around here in the ag field in southwest Wisconsin, I think it's interesting that look at all the perennials around here. We have alfalfa fields just manicured, beautiful fields, hay fields. There's a lot of food here year-round, and the deer are not wanting for anything. Now, when it comes to your small property and your small parcel, can you afford to have big areas of perennial that aren't kicking for you as strong during the fall compared to annuals that give you a lot of volume and a lot of nutrition and attraction in a shorter period of time? Really deer-specific plantings. Now, give you some examples of those annuals would be wheat, rye, oats, winter peas, Austrian winter peas, even soybeans, corn, and brassicas. So a lot of cool season annuals that you can put on your property to offer a lot of nutrition and a high level of attraction in a short period of time. And it's not all about your hunt. You look at it this way: if you're attracting those deer and you offer a diverse blend and you use some of the blends that I recommend on YouTube, a lot of my blogs, I always do a 2017 best food plot mix, 2016, 15, and so on. We'll do a 2018 best food plot mix here pretty soon, and offer a lot of diversity, put it consistently around your entire property so you don't have one thing planted one place, one in the other. I like dividing my food plots in half, but you can get a consistent level of attraction for the entire hunting season. And again, it's not all about the hunt. If you're attracting those deer on a daily basis all hunting season, think about your ability to not only advance bucks to the next age class, attract them to your land in the first place, work on sex ratios. You can also balance a population with trigger control. If you have too many deer and they're attracted to your land, shoot some. If they're attracted to your land, you don't have enough, then save some and let them advance. Let those does have fawns and build your herd. 2004. I was given the Deer Manager of the Year award by the Quality Deer Management Association, and I did that by planting, for the most part, all annuals, and in that case trying to build a herd. This was an area of the UP of Michigan, not a lot of deer, and so we wanted to improve and increase the number of deer on the property, and we did substantially. And that was a case of really using a lot of trigger control. We added a lot of bucks to that population. But for the most part, it was done with at least 80% of the food plots being planted with annual forages, cool season annuals, every single year. What's great about cool season annuals is that you have the entire summer to work on your plots to remove weeds, to improve the fertility levels, and at the same time in the fall, moisture is increasing. So great opportunity for you to plant your food plots in. You can count on increasing moisture patterns as fall progresses. You get more moisture in September than you do August. You get more in October than September, and then you get more in November, and so on. And even if you want to establish perennials, it's a great time to do so. But it all starts with that annual base. Consider annuals. Yeah, you have to replant them every year, but just because you only have to mow it, even clover, you still have to mow usually a couple times a year and maintain. Alfalfa is a little bit more finicky, needs even more attention. And so look at planting once a year. I've planted once a year, basically the end of July, early August for, 15 years now, 16 years, closing in on 20 years, I believe. And so a long time. And that's what builds a base. That's how I can influence a local herd and attract them. And let's face it, there's, in most locations in the north half of the country, there's an overabundance of food during the summertime. And even then, if your neighbors have alfalfa, they have soybeans, do you really want them on your land, on your few acres of food plots that aren't even close to the fertility levels of attraction or nutrition or volume that your neighbors' ag fields have? So instead, just know that there's a lot of food in the woods during the off season. If you're focusing on those cool season annuals for your hunting property, you're the one that has the ability to influence the herd, and to not only influence a herd in a positive way, but have a great hunt. Let's face it, some of those winter areas where those deer are, if you can give them a month or two of extra food before they go into the winter time, and you bring them out of the winter, say with winter rye, winter wheat that's available 2 to 4 weeks before spring green up, then you're not only giving them a big boost of nutrition and food, and high volume of food right before they go into the winter, but a really good amount when they come out of the winter. And that's a lot more valuable than what's going to be there typically in June, July, and August that you can offer on your food plots when really the area has it all. So consider cool season annuals. I don't think you'll be disappointed, and you won't be disappointed in your ability to create a quality herd and a quality hunt.